Welcome back to this episode of Tech Talk. In today's episode, we will be looking at MIDI and its uses. Going forward, we will be looking at what is MIDI, the types of messages, MIDI connectors, and the uses of MIDI. Okay, what is MIDI? So MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. The MIDI signal consists of only MIDI data or MIDI event data and does not consist of any audio signal. To be more precise, it is basically a language by which various musical instruments communicate with each other. They do so by sending various system messages and the MIDI channel messages such as the note on, note off, the pitch modulation, program changes, or control change between the different musical instrument. So let's look in depth on the different MIDI messages available. So what happens when you strike a key on your keyboard? In general, as soon as you press the key of your keyboard, say you're pressing C1, in this situation, the message C1 is being transmitted out. And the second you remove your fingers from the key note off message is again transmitted. It is not only this message of on off, but also the velocity at which your key is struck, and in case you use the modulation wheel, the modulation data is as well transmitted out. There are also messages on program change and control change. So we will be looking in depth on the different MIDI messages in our upcoming videos. Next, we look at the different type of MIDI connectors. So first is the DIN type connector that is usually used in our older generations of keyboards. The next advancement is the DIN to USB, that is the 5-pin MIDI to the USB connector. And the latest MIDI connectors that are used are the USB type connectors. In our further videos that are to come, we will be making use of MIDI to generate sound from VST plugins within your recording softwares. And we will also be looking at how the input of one keyboard can trigger the sounds from various different keyboards that are connected through MIDI.
Let me just try this sound right here. Which is kind of from Santorini. I have a very powerful chord that I start with Santorini. It's right here. Now, what you're hearing in this case, you're hearing about 5 keyboards playing simultaneously.